Good morning, everybody. How are you? Welcome to Morning Talks with Ro. I apologize for my tardy. I'm almost 10 minutes late. Ew. But welcome to the conversation. Did you get your morning drink? Are you ready to get it in, to start your week right, to start your day right, to be refreshed, to come into this thing with some good energy, with a good attitude? How did you wake up this morning? Did you win the morning? What did you do when you rolled over? What did you do? Did you pick up your phone or did you go into gratitude? Did you pick up your phone and check your email or check your social media? Or did you, go into meditation and prayer? What is, I don't know what your routine for success is in the morning in order to support the champion in you, because we all have a champion inside of us. It's just a matter of whether we're nurturing it and we're allowing it to come out. What did you do this morning? How are you? Thank you. I decided to get a little dolled up for y'all this morning. What up? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Morning Talks with Ro. Let me see something. Hey, Ebony. I'm messing up the phone thing. I had to change my angling today because my little thing that normally I'm able to prop it up on is tripping. It's tripping. Okay, what y'all saying? I can't even see it. The thing won't move. Okay, good. Hey, good morning. So guess what we're going to talk about today? We're going to talk about overcoming obstacles. How about that? Who needs to get some tips, some advice on overcoming obstacles this morning? Let's do it. Who's got their morning drink? Who's ready? Who came armed with questions or just curiosity or good energy? What's going on? Good morning, everybody. So, if we need to recap any of the things that we've talked about prior to this day, don't hesitate to let me know. If you have any questions or specific things or tips you need for your own, something that you're going through in life, don't hesitate to drop in and say what's up and let me know. This is an opportunity for us all, including me, to stretch in our perspective about what life can mean. Good morning, everybody. What our life can mean. How about that? And understanding what we're bringing to life and what results that's bringing, right? How are you being in life? What are you bringing to life? And then what results are you getting back? And if you're not getting the results that you want, is it a tweak in perspective? Is it a tweak in your behavior? Where do we need to make the tweak for you in order for you to start seeing what you want to see? Okay, good morning, everybody. So we're going to talk about how to overcome obstacles today. So if you're dealing with something, and I got my notes today because I'm like, I need to take some notes. I need to be able to remind myself of some of the things I want to share with you guys. But if it's something that's coming up over and over again, have you asked the question why? And then have you been willing to really, really look at the answer? Have you been paying attention to your gut feeling, your intuition? When you ask the question why, what comes up in your mind is the issue or the misunderstanding or whatever it is that might be challenging you. What is the answer that you get? Because a lot of the times I think we don't trust ourselves. We don't trust what's coming up. Or when you get the answer, because it's not what you want to hear, you reason yourself out of it. You reason yourself out of the reason that you just got. And maybe you're avoiding making the new decision, taking the new or fresh action you need to take in order to see the change you want to see. Who's doing that? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Morning Talks with Ro. Do you have your morning drink? What's going on? So have you asked the why or the what? Why is this thing, this obstacle? We're talking about getting over obstacles this morning. Have you asked the why, the what is it, And then once you've identified what it is, are you listening to yourself? Are you trusting your observation? That's the first thing, because they say that the first step to change is awareness. So a lot of the times we got to be willing to just look at the thing for what it is, right? See it and then make a new decision. And then sometimes when we do see what it is, are you avoiding what needs to be done? And then have you asked the question why you're avoiding it? Is it just that you're lazy? Or is it that you're afraid of standing up for yourself? Is it that you're afraid that because you don't know what the results will be, you don't have the outcome, you're afraid of the mystery of life, that you don't take the necessary step, you don't make the new decision, you don't have the conversation that needs to be had? What is it? What do you guys, I see you're in here. Good morning, everybody. Is anybody, thank you guys. I see all these hearts jumping in here. Is anybody dealing with some obstacles this morning? And do you want any tips for getting by it? So we just talked about identifying what it is, the why or the what, and then trusting your observation or your gut feeling about what it is. And then whether you are avoiding taking the necessary action in order to remedy it. Fear of failing. Ivana says, fear of failing. Good morning, you guys. The fear of failing, a lot of people have that fear. A lot of people have that obstacle. What is it about the fear of failing that has a grip on you? What are you afraid of failing about? Is there something in particular? Because if there's something in particular, maybe we can help you to have a breakthrough this morning about it, and to take a bold step towards what it is you want to experience. Trey says, morning, says breaking barriers. Okay, good morning, darling. Okay, so when you're dealing with an obstacle, is it time to learn more? Is it time to stretch in what it is you don't know? Do you need to, even if it's a technical thing, do you need to learn a skill? Is it time to pick up a new trait? Is it time to develop better interpersonal skills? How you're able to connect with another human being? How you're able to gain better influence? It's hot in this car. Hold on. How you're able to gain better influence with whomever you're speaking with or to. And we can talk about learning how to gain better influence with people if you need to do that. Maybe you're missing the mark somewhere, and it's just a tweak in perspective that will help you to overcome that obstacle. But is it time to learn more? Is it time to gather a new skill? Is it time to pick up another book? Is it time to stretch in your network of people that you know so that you can make the next bold step? Let's see what you guys are saying. Okay. Ivana says, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Am I saying it right, Ivana? Jules? I want to break the cycle of my dark shadows trying to hover over me and making me feel I'm non-existent. One day I'm on, the next day I'm not. Okay, Ivana, with that in particular, I highly recommend that you develop a routine for success. I highly recommend that you, get much more acquainted with affirmations and incantations. An affirmation is a statement that you speak in present tense, normally having the words I am in front of it. And then you put behind that statement what you choose for yourself. And sometimes that's difficult for people. Why? Because they say, I don't quite believe that yet. That's now, I don't resonate with that. I don't believe I'm a champion, so I'm going to say I'm a champion. So what I recommend is that you find the statement that best bridges the gap from where you are to where you want to be. So maybe you don't say I'm a champion yet. You say I am doing the things I need to do in order to become the next greatest version of myself. That you can say wholeheartedly, honestly, and then because your brain is focused in that direction, you're going to start looking for the things that can help you to become the next greatest version of yourself. You're going to start looking for the people and becoming more aware of the people, the mentors that can help you to come into the next greatest version of yourself. Speak those things that will bridge the gap. This is for everybody. Speak those things that will bridge the gap from where you are to where you choose to be. You don't have to say the bold statement yet if you don't feel it. Because a lot of the times that's why people don't believe in affirmations. They feel like they're empty statements, but they're really, really powerful tools to train your brain, to recondition your mind into the next greatest phase of who you can be. But you've got to find the statement or statements that bridge the gap. Incantations are, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the conversation. You got your morning drink. incantations are when you take several affirmations. This is the way I like to explain it anyway. When you take several affirmations and put them behind themselves into a statement. It's almost like a personal manifesto. And you speak these things on a regular basis. I said my incantation before I got on this video at least 3 times so that I would prepare my mindset, my heart space, and just my focus on what I wanted to do, who I wanted to show up as in this moment to deliver the message that I have for you guys this morning. It is a tool to step into my champion state of being. This is what I highly recommend that all of you develop for yourself. You got to run your own champion tape every day. Because there is something, someone, some situation, some circumstance, some seemingly insurmountable obstacle that is trying to tell you otherwise. And you have got to program yourself into a space of championship. Okay? We have to do that for ourselves because something else is willing to distract us, take our focus, and tell us that we aren't what we are. Ooh. Tell us that we aren't what we already are. Where they do that at? Right? You guys are talking. Let me see. That's just one of the things that you can do. I hope that kind of gives you some insight. Michael Carter says, good morning, Michael. I literally did this not too long ago. I kept avoiding the growth of taking technical dance classes. Hey, y'all giving hearts all up in the joint. I love it. Since hip hop is my specialty, I finally took a jazz class and it was amazing. And I literally felt my growth. I'm not scared anymore. Beautiful. Congratulations. Sometimes it really is just taking the step. You know how they say you have to do what scares you in order to conquer it. It's true. It's just true. I mean, as much as sometimes I have not wanted that statement to be truth, it just is. The way that I have surmounted obstacles for myself is I've had to do what scares me. I remember years ago, and you guys, maybe some people don't even believe it because they're like, you're a professional singer. What are you talking about? I don't like auditioning for musicals. I can't stand it. It totally makes me nervous. I also don't like performing in front of small groups of people. Totally makes me nervous. I don't like it. I don't feel settled in myself. I don't feel like the magic that has been put in me to be able to deliver on the planet is able to come out because the block comes there and I'm like, oh God, I don't want to do this. And I remember a buddy of mine, he was like, Ro, I want you to come in for this project. And I was like, okay, cool. He was like, yeah, you got to sing. And I was like, oh God, really? Can't they go watch my performances? I mean, come on. I got stuff on YouTube or something. Can I send them something? I really, really, really didn't want to do it. But in order for me to get the job, he was like, yeah, I know, Ro, everybody knows you can sing, but you got to come in and do it. And I'm like, ugh. And the day that I went in for it, I was totally afraid to the point of almost tears. I had to call my mom because she's like one of my support systems. And I was like, Mom, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this. Okay? And she was like, you got to go in there and slay that fear dragon. You know you have to do this. And I'm like, ugh. People had no idea that I was outside losing it because I didn't want to go in for an audition to do what I do for a living. Where they do that at? So yes, some of us have some totally irrational fears, right? Some of us just have, and let's be honest, sometimes the way God, constructs us, we just got some things that we have to overcome. That's just the way we are. And your challenge is not going to be somebody else's. But I went in there and this quote, they say, speak your truth, even when your voice is trembling, especially when your voice is trembling. Go in there and speak your truth. I had to do that with my singing. I said, go sing your truth. Even though your voice is trembling, and I'm going to keep it 100. My voice was trembling. I had barely had any control over my diaphragm, okay? I went in there, I barely made eye contact, okay? I had my eyes closed for the majority of the performance. My diaphragm was shaking, and I still went in there and did it. And the only thing that I had to be proud of myself for, I shouldn't say the only thing, but one of the things that I had to be proud of myself for is that I went in there and did it. No matter that I didn't show up as what I felt was my best self or my best voice. I just had to be proud that I went in there and did it. That was slaying a fear dragon for me. So regardless of whether I sounded like crap-a-doodle-doo, okay, or amazing, it did not matter in that moment. What mattered most is that I went in there and slayed a fear dragon for me on a personal level, whether they got it or not. And then the next time, guess what? I had to go or audition for a television show. And they're like, you got to sing. But because I did that, I was like, all right, Ro, you got to go in there and do it. Because I did that, I had a little bit more courage to go in there and slay the fear dragon in that television audition. And I didn't feel like I was my best vocally in that. But I went in there, I was like, well, you better go give it up. So this time I sang strong. But I was like, at least my voice is coming out. Now I'm going to be more confident for the next audition. And I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing what scares me. Sometimes I might fail at that. Sometimes I might be like, I ain't singing today. I ain't doing it. And you can honor yourself in that way too. But I know that sometimes I got to step up. And I got to do what scares me. And I know what those moments are. And you do too. And you got to just go in there and do it. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the conversation. Let me see what you guys are saying. Good morning. Stretch, needed to hear this. Good morning. Just completed a life and health insurance course. I feel like it may help me get out of my why I'm going through this, because besides praying it's well, though. Good. Morning, Sarah. Hello, my dear. Love you back. Change is a must in order to grow. You better speak it. Say it with your chest. Anything that does not change starts to smell. Ooh, what you say, what you say. You are more than enough. Speak the truth. I am Black excellence. I love that affirmation. Yep, going back to learn how to do video editing and updating behind the camera production skills. Shout out to Aisha. That's what time it is, baby. If it's time to up level your skills, go do it. Maybe that's why you're dealing with the obstacle. It's time for you to grow. It's time for you to stretch. Who you are right now needs to who do you need to become in order to surmount the obstacle? Maybe that's the question. Ivana says, been trying to bypass all the negative Adam thoughts and keep it positive. But yes, you're right. The affirmations you have to say, do not forget to do. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Good morning, beautiful lady. How are you doing? Yes, a good motivation this morning. You're welcome, Lawrence. Thank you for the compliment. Hey, Charles. Shout out to the PPU students in the conversation. Good morning, Curtis. Good morning. Good morning. We are talking about surmounting obstacles. We're talking about, are you dealing with an obstacle? And what are some of the things that you can do to get by them, to conquer them? Renew your mind. Okay, speak the integral truth. Sometimes we need to hear things out loud. A lot of times we need to hear things out loud. Good morning, Tiffany, from Canada. Canada's in the spot. Good morning. Good morning. Do what scares you. Y'all been talking. I love it. Shout out. Hey, Soror. Shout out to the Zetas, the finer women. If you're scared, say you're scared, then do it scared. I love that. Acknowledge you being scared. Who said that? Aisha, thank you. You should never have to audition. You're Rona Bennett. You know what's so funny? No matter where we are, I think we probably need to audition. It keeps us humble. It keeps us, it keeps it saucy. It keeps us adventurous. I mean, yes, eventually we want to get to the point where people, I got hired for some jobs. I got hired for Jamie Foxx that way. I had auditioned enough and they saw me come in and do my thing enough that they were like, we're just going to bring her on board. And that's where my Jamie Foxx thing came from. And I got hired for a play like that. But every once in a while, it might be good to get that sizzle and make you step up your game, you know? We must do what scares us for real. Yes, it's true. Beginning to really believe that there's something on the other side of that door. Yes, yes, yes. Good morning. Exercising your mind, keeping your eyes on the prize. That's what's up. You gotta be. If we don't condition and program ourselves, somebody else and something else is willing to do it. Period in a sentence. And if you're getting up and you're picking up your phone or your computer or whatever it is that gets you locked into somebody else's thoughts and agenda, it's programming you. It is conditioning your mind to think the way they think. And we think it's just haphazard. We think it's just, oh, it's just me looking at somebody's opinion and point of view. It is shaping you. Be careful. Thank you, Malik. You used to kill on a Jamie Foxx show. Thank you, darling. They better recognize, hello. That happened to me a few months ago for a movie, said the same thing. Thank you, James. All you can say, hey, Tony, thank you so much. Going to transition from working to full. Okay, so And now I'm in vogue. Yes, I am. Good morning. What a great way to start your 40th birthday. Shout out to the 40s, baby. Happy birthday, Richie. You know, when I turned 40, I kept claiming over and over and over again. I said, I am going to look and feel my best. I am the happiest and the healthiest I have ever been in my life right now. That was one of my affirmations. And now it's still one of my affirmations. I claimed it today. I am the happiest and the healthiest I have ever been in my life right now. Who is eating to win? And that's not the easiest thing to do. But eating to win, thinking to win, doing to win. If you put that behind everything you do, something to win, something to win, something to win, does it match up? Check that, check that. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Hey, Ron, I wish I could watch this whole, okay. All right, James, have a good one. Black Beauty, thank you, Harmang. How do I say that? Hamang? What's the ethnicity of your name? Free your mind. Hey, now. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the conversation. Do you have your morning drink? We are getting it in this morning, talking about overcoming obstacles. I love that you guys are engaging this conversation. Robert says we talk ourselves out of greatness all the time. Positive self-talk is important. You speak in truth. Hello. Acting, you've been avoiding acting for years, but encouraging others to do it while hiding behind the scenes. As a writer and director, now at 47, you're ready. Living the Come on, call yourself out. We know when we're not living up to our full expectations. We know when we're not giving ourselves an opportunity to step into our greater potential. Let's keep it 100. Who are you bringing to life? What are you bringing to life? What's the energy? What's the attitude? Right? And the obstacle that you may be dealing with, who are you being in the obstacle that could be part of the problem? I'm going to sip my morning drink on that. What attitude, what energy, what lack of abilities, what lack of willingness to learn, what something might you be doing to contribute to what you're experiencing that you don't like? And is that how you're going to surmount your obstacle? By being honest with yourself and then taking new, fresh action in another direction? Is it telling you to go in another direction in order to see the results you want to see? Have you done some self-inventory? Right? Okay, what else did I write down? Who do you need to become? We already just talked about that. Oh yeah. What if it's not really an obstacle? How are you seeing this thing? Are you creating more drama than there actually is? Right? Because sometimes we do that. Sometimes we create drama that really doesn't exist. Sometimes we're adding fuel to the fire. Sometimes we're putting logs on the fire that it wasn't even a fire. You know, you didn't start the fire yourself. You done made it look like it's somebody or something else. It's you the whole time. Or it's your mindset or perspective about it. So is it a matter of tweaking how you're looking at it? Taking the word obstacle off of it completely. And you know what I mean? Okay, and then another thing. Other than how you're seeing it, it was about to escape. Okay, realizing that the situation may not even be that unique. Usually most situations aren't. You're unique. What you bring to the situation is unique because it's coming through you. We're creative beings, right? So you're unique, and what you bring to the situation is unique. But a lot of the stuff that we all experience, somebody else has been through it. Something else has happened before. Can you go and learn from them what they did to overcome it? Let's see what you guys are saying. Good morning, everybody. Getting back to work. Okay, Charles. Glad you could join the conversation. Hey, Ryan. Thank you so much, Lawrence. There's always a payoff when we avoid doing what we should be doing by hiding behind excuses. Stop it. Let me just tell you something. And when you realize that you are the answer, you're the reason either something's happening or not happening. It's a matter of choice. What new action are you going to take? What new way are you going to think about it? we're the bottom line. Are you waiting for someone or something else outside of yourself to change in order for your situation to change? And if you are, how's that working out? Or could it be a matter of you saying, okay, I don't like that, because we can't change what somebody else is doing or what something else is doing. We may not be able to physically go and change what that is, but we can make a new decision about what we're going to allow it to mean to us, what new meaning we're going to give to it, and what fresh or new action we're going to take in order to remedy it. We have the power to do that. How powerful is that? I hope it's empowering to know that for you, because it's very empowering for me to know that. Let's see what you guys are saying. Attitude and energy. Yes, check yourself. Roby. Hey, Patrick, PMO, love you. You'll probably be the next superhero in Wakanda. Shout out to Wakanda, baby. What a movie. What a movement to be a part of. How beautiful is that, man? I know those... Everybody a part of that must feel really proud. The 3 P's role, planning, persistence, and prayer works for me. Church, you just brought in something I want to talk about, William. Where is your faith? At the end of the day, if you're dealing with an obstacle, where is your faith that it will change? Where is your faith that it can change? Where is your faith in yourself if that's what you're lacking? Belief, faith in yourself, your ability. Where is your faith in... your situation or your abilities or what you're capable of, Where is your faith? Where's your faith in the Creator? Where's your faith in where is your faith? Where is it? Have you forgotten it? Hello, wake up, good morning. Morning Talks with Ro. This is your reminder. Good morning. Where's your faith? Let's see what you guys are saying. Thank you, William. Don't let the insecurity stop you from trying. Yes. Hey, Bianca. The payoff is we get to complain. Hello. And have people feel sorry for us, giving us false permission to not be who we were created to be. Don't be trying to come up in here and preach, though. Don't do that. Who's sending all this love? Oh, Sarah, how are you? Thank you, honey. Always believe in yourself. Faith is everything. Yes. And if you're having trouble believing in yourself, find the mentors. Find the information. Seek it out. Go read the books. If you don't have the time to read the books, turn your car into a mobile university. Get the audio book. No excuses, just results. Because as Tyrese said in the video a while ago that I just love the way it said, excuses sound best to the person that's making them up. We could all find a reason, an excuse that something's not something, but there are champions out there making it happen. How are they doing it? Seek them out. Find out how they're creating time out of no time. Find it. Grind. Yes, you're going to have to be uncomfortable sometimes. Yes, you're going to have to struggle sometimes. Yes, you're going to have to push when you don't feel like it. Yes, you're going to have to force yourself to do some of the things you need to do in order to see the results you want to see. Yes, you are. And the quicker you can come to that understanding, the better. The quicker you can come to that acceptance and making it okay that that's a part of the journey, the better. The quicker that you can know that it's going to require you to stretch and do things that are uncomfortable, the better. The quicker you know you're going to have to face and slay some fear dragons to get to the next level of what you're capable of becoming, the better. Okay. So graciously welcome. Love, step out on faith. Yes, yes, yes. Answered the question. Awesome, Carrington. All right, you guys. I hope you have enjoyed this morning's talk. I think we've gotten a lot. We've covered a lot of ground this morning. And it feels good. I got a sizzle inside of me. There's an energy that's like, that means it was good stuff. I trust that feeling. Does anybody have any questions of me before I get out of here? Let's see what you guys are saying. What's up, Soul Sister Rona? Hey, Talik. I'm the brother that did Mike Jackson in Tunica, Mississippi. Hey, now. Hello to Terry. Respect. Bless up. Bless up. Bless up. Shout out to everybody who made it to the conversation this morning. You say we need to make time to love ourselves. It's hard with consistent effort, but worth it. You know, I heard something yesterday that reminded me of another version of self-love. And guess what it was? Discipline. Self-discipline equals self-love. Why? Because you're doing what you need to do for yourself so that you can show up as your greatest version. Wow. Discipline equals self-love. Discipline is one of your greatest allies in life. It's one of your greatest friends. When we were kids and we got disciplined, it usually came behind some berating words, possibly. Maybe somebody said something to you that you didn't want to hear, but you needed to hear. Maybe you got a whooping. Maybe you got, I don't know what discipline looked like for you. And so maybe we have a negative connotation associated with the word. But I highly recommend that you change your relationship with the word discipline. Because discipline equals self-love. And the more I discipline myself, the more I get to show up as the next greatest version of Rona. The more I discipline myself, I get to get the results I want to see as a singer, as an actress, as a coach, as a human being. And when I don't discipline myself, because that happens, because I'm human and I am not perfect, whatever that is, I feel it. I see it in my results. Period. I just do. And I'm sure you see it in your results if you became conscious and chose to become conscious and aware of what you're doing and how that's showing up in your life. And the second I get more disciplined, the more I'm able to produce from the self that I need to become or I need to be in order to see what I want to see in my life. Okay, you guys. Yeah, man. Hey, Bianca. All right, you guys, check out all these comments that everybody... Hey, Christopher, good morning, darling. Go back and check out this conversation. I think you're going to enjoy it. Thank you for tuning in this morning. Don't forget that the energy and the attitude you bring to life is a creator. So hopefully when we turn off this video, you guys are going to you're going to generate a certain kind of energy. You want to experience more joy? Generate more joy. How can you do that? Go listen to some music that brings you joy. Read a book that brings you joy. Think about a time that brought you joy. Conjure up, bring up that feeling and bring that and inject that into every environment you come into and see what it does to your environment. Radiate it out like a satellite and see what kind of interaction you start having with people. What attitude are you bringing to life? And what are the results that you're getting because of it? And if it deserves to be shifted or tweaked in order to change your results, are you willing to do that when we turn off this video? Happy Monday, everybody. And thanks for tuning in and thank you for engaging the conversation. Everybody check out some of these comments in this talk. People are sharing some amazing stuff. Until next time, be great.